What's up, guys? It's me, Mike. I'm outside and there's a lot of noise, so bear with me. I want to do a little update on what I've been up to with the Jeep here. So far I put in a snorkel that came in today. I'm going to paint that black, and I'm going to paint this a little bit to kind of weather it. It looks too nice, but I think after it gets bumped and hit and stuff in the trails, it's going to blend in nice. Now, yeah, unfortunately I lost the door handle, and they're like $15 for 4 of these little plastic door handles. Come on. All right, sorry, I just ate some steak and about 11 Modelo's. I'm gonna get the center caps to cover these nuts, paws, and then I'm gonna get something, and then I'm thinking about buying gold rings instead to really kind of pop off, because I'm gonna add a lot of brass parts. Now let's notice the articulation here. That's because I'm running some of these Amazon well-known springs or shock setups. They're 100 millimeters. Damn Dodge Chargers. Anyways, I got these 100 millimeter internal spring shocks, and what I did was I actually cut a little bit of the softest spring that they provide, and that gives me a little bit more droop settings. And then I also added some oil, shock oil, to each of these to help with the rebound and things like that. Now, this is how I have my angle set up in terms of the shock. I feel that that's probably the best angle, the way that the suspension travels. That's why I've got it angled to the back instead of centered here or to the right. And this is from constantly moving the shocks around. And then what I do is, when I do shock adjustments, I'll actually measure the before and after of my changes, so that I'm not just eyeballing everything. And I try to get the most articulation, because this vehicle, being that it's a hard body, it's top heavy in a sense. And oh, I do have a cargo cover coming in the mail, or in the mail, I guess. But I'm gonna be, supplying that with all of the accessories. I did roll over and crack out my windshield. I've got to heat these up a little bit so that they'll sit flush, and then I'm gonna super glue them, because I know that they'll never come out, hopefully, but they're too flimsy as is. I got this snorkel because somebody on YouTube commented about me going in the water with this and not having a snorkel, and the authenticity was lost. And so I was like in agreement. Unfortunately, I was a little butthurt, because I'm like, come on, man, I'm doing my best here. I'm a new person to the videography world and filming and shit. So we got the new snorkel on there. I'm gonna paint all this, like I said, to help make it look a little bit more real. I am considering some of these really high-end bodies that you can buy that are like $500, but they have working doors, full interior, doors open in the back. And essentially what I would like to do is get a driver. I'd like to have the interior with the steering wheel that is connected to a servo, so that the steering wheel turns as I turn, and so it looks even more realistic when I'm zooming in on it. Now, let's talk about these right here. Yeah, I put some metal exhaust pipes on these. I got these on Amazon for like $8 hairs. And the reason why I kind of like them was because these are hollow all the way through. And I was thinking about putting a smoke kit in here to make the tailpipe smoke. Stuff like that. So look, it looks pretty cool. It's not like hanging out like super crazy. It's pretty flush. And, I'm just slapped them on, so I'm still making my adjustments as I go. But so far, it's come a long way. And I did, in fact, put a new rear diff gear in here. And this particular gear allows me to use a spacer right here. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Okay, so you can. Thanks to Samsung for the special cameras. This is an S10 Plus phone. But I have a little washer right there that's held in or held back with a C-clip, if you can see right here. And that C-clip has a washer behind it, a shim if you will, that keeps back and forth play from going, like it eliminates the slop back and forth here that causes premature failure with the gears, because they separate from the gear here and the gear here. They go in and out with too much slack, and then that's how you wear the teeth down, and it starts to click and it doesn't perform correctly. So that's about all I got. And oh, I did wire up the lights here. Let me see if I can turn it on. I just have a button right there. Oh, I got a little, there we go. So the lights are on. I should get some lights for the ones below. Oh, that probably didn't help it. And then we got the lights in the front. Now, ooh, that's actually a little bit loose. We're gonna have to hot glue these boys in. I generally use hot glue on everything in here, so it's easy to remove if I want it to, but it's very strong at the same time. Like the wires here, they're all held on there with just hot glue. And yeah, so that's pretty much my setup here. This is the Scx10II builder's kit. You got to build it from scratch with no electronics. It does have Mr. John Holmes himself's motor in here, a Holmes Hobby with a quick run Hobbywing ESC that's really nice, and all my electronics are wrapped up in a balloon so nothing gets wet. And I'm using a 35 kilogram brushless servo that's really nice and fast and gives me plenty of articulation left and right with my lockout. It's almost like a thing, like something you would see in a drift car, but that helps a lot. So that servo is pretty gnarly. I don't know what brand it is, but it works. And yeah, so let me see. That's who makes this. I want to look and see who makes this, because now I need to know. It says 9mod right there. N or 9i mod, 9mod, I don't know. It's a digital servo. It's BLS H435MG, and it's strong. And it did kind of glitch out on me, but I just took it apart because it's really simple. It just takes little Allen keys, and I just cleaned it out. But you could probably just spray some what is it, Plasti Dip around this to help seal it up, and that should help. And then there's the motor right here. I did all my soldering and everything for my lead wires myself. I wanted to, you know, be really involved with the build. I didn't want to get one right out the box. I wanted to kind of rebuild one and know what I got. Yeah, this is my RC, guys. I hope y'all like watching. I'm gonna go turn this off and go inside. Look at that. Look at that. Still touching the ground. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, that's cool. Bye.